Tonight we're going to do something different. I want to give you an inside view of my inner circle. I do have a group, and once you get yourself on our map, start doing some stuff in your country, and once you're on the map, then all of a sudden you start to get some views, and by us, and eventually you may be invited to this very group. We call it the Telegram group. This is where different countries, but 30 some odd folks there, and they get to hear from me, time to time. We do communicate a lot. If you're part of that group, sometimes you hear new developments before everyone else. And aside from that, we have this upper tier group, which, those are for different type of things. But I've been doing a lot of thinking how I think it's time that we stop treating our company like any other MLM company, because they're just not us, period. They're just not us. So we shouldn't be doing that, because every other MLM company, what they do is they got one product or a few products within one vertical, and they're highly, highly limited. Doesn't matter how big they are. Doesn't matter if they're a billion-dollar company. They're very, very limited. And they can only, you as a distributor during a company like that, you have very little opportunity to, limited opportunity, I should say, to build your business. And a lot of these companies, the less product you have, the more chance of the more volatility you're going to have, because there's only one product or a few products. It's not going to be as stable. Also, the more chance that the company won't be around. The company just won't be around. What if, in the country you're in, what if the country that you're in, for some reason decides to ban that product? This already happened to us. Sweden said no antioxidant products, the fountain of life. We had a huge, huge team there. They couldn't get it anymore, because parts of Europe, it's owned by Big Pharma. And Big Pharma, if they could today, they would stop all health products being sold in the world, because they want to sell it. They want to put a DIN number on it, drug identification number on anything they could, ginseng, aloe vera, anything, so they can sell it and make the money. They don't have that reach, but in some countries they do. So, that's why it's important to join a company that has lots of products, multiple products, and unique, exclusive products. There's not a company in the world that has our reach. Even the mighty Amway, the granddaddy, they got lots of products, but none of them they make. It's not their product. They sell other people's products. We're the only company that I know, not just in MLM. Very few companies in the world has so many verticals of products, 1,000 SKUs. Really, we could provide pretty much everything you need in your day-to-day life. And when you can do that, that changed the game completely from MLM. Completely changes the game from MLM. MLM is getting a product and build a nice story with it. Hopefully it's a good product and sell it to as many people. Okay, we have that, but that's very limited. Because once you've sold it to someone, then you're going to need a new person to sell it to. And a new person. You can do that, but it's harder than having someone transit pretty much everything they need in a day other than food from wherever they're getting it from, transit that into your mall. So they're buying from another person's mall or store, they buy from your mall. So now it's not one product, the same business, a person is spending hundreds of dollars with you, or constantly trying something different with you, than you trying to sell the same product over and over again. So we are in a completely different stratosphere than any other MLM company out there. Completely different. We could approach people in a completely different way that they can't, because they sell a few products or one product. In some cases, no product. It's a Ponzi scheme. But yet we have this luxurious email So then all we need to do, talk to our family and friends. Don't even talk about MLM, period. We talk about your Opulence luxury e-commerce platform, right? Luxury e-commerce mall is a club. We talked about this last week. Opulence Club, right? Opulence e-commerce club. Call it whatever you want, but it's a completely different stratosphere than anything else out there. Not only it gives you freedom, because now you can use your own products than shopping someone else's mall, shop your mall. It allows you to transit other homes into Opulence Club, save their families, health, better products, give them a whole array of options they don't have right now. And of course, you make lifelong residual income. So I left a message for my Telegram group. These are the leaders that in our company, different countries. And I want to share that with you tonight. So you're going to get a glimpse into what's going on in this group. And after that, we're going to talk about some other stuff. So let's play it. I want you to tell me if it sounds okay. You can message on the chat as you listen, or you can take notes and message later. And I want to get your feedback on this. By the way, starting next week, most likely I'm gonna go back to YouTube Live, so you can watch me do this on YouTube Live. And I want you guys to like, comment, share. We went up to about 1,100 subscribers now. It can go a lot faster. I want you, as you speak right now, get someone else's device, get the spouse's device, a kid's device, go to YouTube, find Forensic Networker, subscribe, like, comment. And so subscribe first, like and comment some of those videos, get the message out. That's how YouTube works. And let's help a lot of people, because the world's going through, I mean, the opportunity for the world is shrinking. It's like the walls all tuning into the people of the world, and less freedoms and less everything. So we want to get this message of MLM. Remember, strong MLM is good for opulence. So I do this for the MLM world. Of course, you share this good news with a lot of people. The Forensic Networker, just tell to other people who are in other companies. They'll appreciate it. Some of them will buy your product, join you as well, because they just want to be part of this company. But it starts with you. Just go get someone else's device, Forensic Networker, like, comment, subscribe. So I want you to hear a message I left them a couple of days ago. It's pretty intense because, you know, I do a lot of research, and the truth is coming out about the pandemic and all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming out. And I did a couple of months ago, I did the 16 predictions. Of course, some of them has already come true. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they said, oh, Jamaica this week started the digital ID. I've been talking about this for a while now. It's coming, by the way. It's coming to all your countries. And when that arrives, just know that next after that is your CBDC, central bank digital currency. And then your freedom is over. So you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I do have a video on this on the Forensic Networker channel. It's called Surviving the Great Reset. I'm telling you on that call how you can use your opulence business not to be trapped into what's coming in your country. Look what happened to Nigeria a few months ago. The CBDC came completely limited, 160 million people in chaos. So it's coming to your country. Don't worry. It's 141 countries, including Canada right here. They're working on their CBDC. Some are launching this year, some next year, depending on how far they are. Jamaica, some of the smaller countries, because they're smaller, they're ahead of the game because they don't have to worry about millions and millions of people. But either way, I want you to listen to a message. I put a video up. I said, guys, watch this. This is not about politics or anything. I want you guys to know why we didn't get affected by the pandemic, because I've been paranoid for 18 years. So there's an old saying, only the paranoid survives. right? Because there's a lot of stuff that could come out of business. And but 30 years ago, I heard that. Now, the person I heard it was 20 years ago. The person I heard it, I thought that was his saying, but I just found that it wasn't him. It was a book about it. The book is called Only the Paranoid Survives. Because I took that to heart 20 somewhat years ago, nobody expected the pandemic, but we were completely ready for it because I have that mentality. And I know what's coming in the future. So we're prepared for a lot of it, and we're getting prepared for most of it. So I left a message for our team, and that relates to our 30 use cases. It's all connected. So I want you to pay attention. Pay attention. So I put a video up for my Telegram group. So guys, here is the facts about the pandemic, right? And it was a documentary. So we're not going to talk about that tonight. I want to talk about, I'm going to share with you what message I left for your leaders, because this is the Telegram group. This is the leaders in the different countries. The message they got from me. Normally, I don't do that. As a matter of fact, it's the first time. I even tell the leaders in the group that you're not allowed to share anything I share with you here. It's for them. You know, if something is simple, then that's okay. You're allowed to share it. I've never personally shared it, but I think it's a very good time because of where we're heading, what we're doing now, all the changes, you know, our shift, our new theme forward, because we have this massive opportunity that we need to utilize. I don't want you to be in this MLM mode, because that system, you know, it's 80 years old and it's passé. Other companies don't have any other option, because that's what they do. That's what they start. They don't make anything. That's not Opulence. We make everything. And we work our butts off. And I'm so happy, because all those years you worked so hard and you're wondering, do I really need to do this? Do I need to another line? Do I need to another product? You question yourself because it's so hard. 1,000 products, SKUs, 1,000 R&Ds. Cost, the money that I spend into this. And sometimes you question yourself, and you know what? You keep on with it because you have a vision. And we've done a lot of good work, 18 years. And now I'm absolutely shocked and jazzed, to be honest, that all the work we did, although I was building a brand and it was for different reasons, now is putting us in a completely different stratosphere than anyone else. And while other companies are going to find things get tougher and tougher for them, we have a lot of capabilities that they don't have. They don't have. So anyways, I'm going to play the message. We can discuss it later. I'm not sure if I'm even going to get to my notes tonight, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a powerful call, and it's going to create some awakening for you. First of all, let's test the sound. And when I play it, just put a thumbs up, see if you can hear it okay.
Hello, and a wonderful day.
Wrong. That was Ronan's response to my message.
Hello, Telegram group. I'm going to share something with you so you know the background of
How's the sound? Good?
how we are so prepared for everything that's happened last few years. Because since 911, I've been very paranoid about nothing being normal. So I do a lot of moments very careful. Understand that there is very little organic events that happens in life, business or personal. So as a CEO, I just sit back and thinking, what can go wrong and how can we learn from what just happened, and how can we prepare for the next one, and how do we prevent things, and how do we keep ourselves clear of the social norm that's going on right now. And I do that by research. Probably the biggest researcher you've ever known. Literally every single day from the morning to night. If I'm not at my desk working, I am on YouTube specifically searching for some things. I look at Opulence differently. It started as a business that was going to revolutionize the greatest industry that mankind has ever seen, the network marketing industry. I started by talking about what was wrong with MLM and how we're going to correct all of that. And with everything we said we have done, we start with one product versus need products, but we put in a compensation plan that pays forever and an average person have a good shot at. We're on global. We have a massive footprint systems we have. We put flexibility into a comp plan through things like where you have multi-layered cycling, as well as a smart buy program, as well as a shopping credit system. I mean, every restriction I did not like as a top performing distributor, I put in systems in Opulence to deal with it. Because if I had that issue, my people had that issue. So we've done a lot for 18 years. I mean, it will take me hours to talk about it. You know about them. So, but our job is not as a stop because we have to keep on looking, see what's happening. We never anticipated the pandemic. Luckily, we were prepared for it because I'm just paranoid. I'm always putting layers to make sure anything I could think of, whether by our own experience or someone else's experience, put these layers of protection for the company. Initially, for our people, our community, but now it's more than that. It's no longer a business. I look at this as a safe haven. It's the blue lagoon in a shark-infested ocean. This is where I find the world needs Opulence now, Opulence protection community. How can we create a system, create a platform, a nation people can come to, and be protected from a lot of the stuff that's going on. So for people who are not researched, they get dumbfounded. They use words like conspiracy theory or it's incredible. Pretty much every conspiracy theory government has said the last 3 years has not come to pass to be true. So those type of words don't play in Opulence. No, they're not intelligent words, so I don't want to talk about that. It's our survival. It's our people's survival, and it's our opportunity. So we have a great opportunity to give people a better way. And it shouldn't just be Amazons of the world or Bill Gates of the world, the bad people that benefit from the conditions they have created. We come with a good message. We come with a good cause. We come with solutions, and we'll take some of that profit too by providing something better, something unique that the world hasn't seen. So this is your opportunity. But I feel like, there's a lot of education that needs to be done for our people to understand and appreciate what Opulence has given them. It's more than a product. It's more than a paycheck. This is so much more than that now. Everything that's going on in the world. So we came out with concept of 30 use cases. What a powerful concept is that. We have concept of 60 predictions. And when I did, what an unbelievable crystal ball that is for the future and what Opulence brings outside the comp plan, outside the product lines. So those two documents should become your Bible, your point of reference, your whatever. Those two documents is where you look at it. It's okay, we need to bring this message to the world because there's a lot of protections in those two documents. 16 predictions, some of the forensic channels, as well as 30 use cases, your back office. You should be, those two documents should be subject of your conversations with everybody, your prospects, your team, everybody. There's a lot there. So watch this video. everything that's happening is planned. The profitability of the pandemic was overwhelming for the greedy. They're not gonna let it go. Here's the problem. Sometimes people who don't know, they're not research, they say, well, why would the government allow that to happen? And I just can't believe I hear this, because all of us have seen so much incompetence with the government, whether it's corruption or incompetence. We've seen it our entire lifetime, but yet people just say that, and I don't understand. I just don't understand it. But what we need to do, folks, is understand that the governments want one thing and one thing only: power. They want power, and they want to stay in power. That's what the government wants: power, and they want to stay in power. But outside the military and police, they can't enforce that, and that doesn't work anyways. So the rich people, the big companies, through World Economic Forum and other means, they go to the government and says, hey, you want power? We're going to give you power. Whether it's through a pandemic, digitalization of everything, big companies come together, take the physical part away, make everything digital, all of us pick up a number, and that's easy for the government to control all our lives through one ID number. Now, if you falter in any part of your life, if you disagree with anything they say, right now they cannot stop your life. They're very limited on what they can do. But if you're an ID, well, one button stops your life from shopping, going out, driving, on a plane, buying gas. That's what digital ID is all about. Imagine they can alter your identity, your passport, everything, driver's license, health card, everything, centrally, without your input. Or worse, cancel it. This is why every country is now, 141 countries are going towards the digital ID. Actually, everybody. So 141 are through CBDC, which is part 2 of the digital ID. So every country is going towards a digital ID transition right now. So moving forward, everything we know socially and we used to is going to be changed. Our social norms are going to change. This is where knowledge becomes power. And we give ourselves years and years and years in advance to be able to prepare for what's coming the same way we got prepared for the pandemic without knowing there was going to be a pandemic. I don't want to make this political. I'm just letting you know why I do what I do, why exit, the cryptocurrency exit, the payment system exit will be our absolute lifeline, where the banks start to restrict everybody from everything they want to do, because now the digital ID dictates, the CBDC dictates how you should spend your money, where you should spend your money, the taxes that are going to attach to everything you make. Exit is going to be a savior in the future, near future. There is so much going on, and I've got about 25 years of mistrust of the government, and I have good 4 years of serious research on all of you. So I'm going to start bringing pieces at a time to you so you can understand where we're going, why we do what we do. Because I find this not scary. It would be scary if you're not prepared. I find this huge opportunity because no one's awake right now. No one's seeing this right now. When I said no one, I mean 99.999% of people. What an opportunity. Even bigger companies are not aware. They're kind of moving along, but everyone's going to get sidelined on this thing. Everyone. So I see great opportunity coming. Huge opportunity coming. So you guys need to keep up. The only thing you can do, and your people and our people, Opulence people can do, to help our progress is stay committed. Use everything we produce. If you're buying something outside that you could use one of our products, you're not helping our cause. You're not helping our company, our nation, your people. You got to take this personally. It's beyond your check and your CV. I want you to look beyond that. We want our people to support the company in what we're trying to do against the Great Reset, Agenda 2030, the freedom that we have and we want to protect. So with that, so to close my thought from earlier, the governments want power. The largest companies in the world, Microsoft's and Amazon's, there's about 4,000 now, used to be 1,500. The World Economic Forum, we keep on expanding. Our Trudeau and more than half of the cabinets are part of the young leaders of World Economic Forum. So the government wants power. The largest companies in the world are giving them the power by providing technology to do so. Of course, the technology makes them money, whether it's from health point of view, which is the vaccine, or whether it's Amazon or Microsoft or digital ID and all that stuff. So profits for the companies, which is now becomes a monopoly by killing millions and millions of small and medium-sized businesses, tens of millions. So a handful of companies and the bigger companies can capture all the markets. So it's a good deal for them. Large companies take the money, the government gets the profit. Who's left is the people. So we have a tough fight. We have to be prepared. We have to be agile on our feet. We have to be focused. Knowledge is important. So we need to, this one company that's aware of what's going on, and we need everyone's commitment. You need to become very, very committed to supporting this company, not for your own CV, for the cause. Your CV is automatic. The software has only one job. Every second of the day to try to calculate a computed commission for you. The software does that 24/7. So you need to go beyond that. Make sure that all your people, starting with you, are ordering all our products, maximizing the 30 use cases. Get that poster, maximizing the 30 use cases. Put that in your bathroom, frame it, whatever, office, and start that culture. That also gives you independence. The more detached you are from the world, the better off you are. That means shop your mall. You're independent. You only need you, your mall, your business, your community, your company. You only need you. The more you use other people's products, the more dependent you are. This has changed now, folks. This is no longer this MLM thing, or it's beyond making money. That system is failing. I can tell you that system is failing. We need to move on from that into something far more serious. That's freedom, use cases. And I go on record saying no company on the planet, no MLM company on the planet makes as much as we do. There's maybe only a few companies on the planet, period, that have that's the use cases we do, MLM or otherwise, under one brand, full control. So I need everyone's support, commitment, everyone, through your smart buys. Be loud about it. Video it, show it. Here's my smart buy for the year. Map it. How are you getting everything? Show, take pictures, your bathroom, showers, when you shave. Here is, I'm shopping my mall. Smart buy system. That's the 30 use cases, 60 predictions. That's the type of culture you want. And you will generate lifelong residual income. Lifelong residual income. All right, everybody. We're in good shape. The Great Reset brings the great opportunity. If you're awake and you utilize all that Opulence has to offer. To the podium, let's go.
Okay, so that was my message to our leaders, and there was a lot of reaction after that, and so the message here, it's not to get political. That's all of our control. I always say, the moment you realize this is someone else's world and you live in it is when you're free. Because the biggest mistake you could do thinking, well, that wouldn't happen to us. That wouldn't happen in Canada. That would, Canada was the flagship boy of democracy. And now it's the #1 autocratic country in the world. So, and this is what's happening to the neighborhood near you. So there's nothing we can do about what the governments are doing. They have a plan, and the big companies have a plan. They've got together. This is how you control the population. Then leaves us. What we can do is be prepared. That's all. Because there's always great places to go, to live, take it and go. Not all countries gonna get into this, but a lot of them unfortunately will. Some of it, all of it, more of it, even more than this. But this is what they've already announced. The 16 predictions is what they've already announced. Of course, there was a lot of reaction to this, and people are revved up. Leaders are, let's go, right? So I finished out just to refocus them. This is not about politics, guys. Understand the base layer conversation here. The base layer conversation is not about what we don't have control over. The focus of this message is what we do have control over. Is what the things that we already have that could protect us from a lot of this stuff that's coming. I already did a call on that. If you missed that, go to Forensic Networker channel. There's a video there. It's called Surviving the Great Reset. And I'll tell you on that, the 16 predictions on how our business is built to deal with that. So I'm going to make sure, go to Forensic Networker while you drive. You don't need to watch me, just listen, click, and we'll just watch all these videos. Like, comment, don't forget. So this is my final message to them, because there's a lot of reaction after this, and people understand. I mean, there's a consistent on this, that this is what's going on, doesn't matter what country they're in. And this is the closing remarks.
I do live about it, then the culture changes, right? Right. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so my message wasn't to make this into a political channel. It's not. My message was simple. 16 predictions is happening. So make sure you study that, look at it every day, put it up somewhere we can see it. It's happening. And ask yourself, how would it affect your life? When it happens, how would it affect your life? And you're not going to like any of it. I mean, there's more than the 16 predictions, by the way. UN has this thing called SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And the 15 targets that they have, some of them is different than what's here. Again, you're not going to like any of it. So the question is, how does my Opulence business shield me from some of these? And we're a small company, guys. So my whole point of this message was this. Because
understand the meaning of independence and dependence. Independence is where you don't rely on other people. Dependence is when you rely on other people. You want as much independence as possible through your Opulence business, through your Opulence email. 30 use cases, what you need every day. You can get through this company. If you're not getting it through this company, you're getting it from someone else. Getting it through your own mall is independence. Getting it through someone else's mall is dependence. We're not even talking about, of course, getting it through your mall, it qualifies you for a check, gives you a business, better quality, all that stuff aside, Just independence versus dependence. If you need something, back office, on the app, place an order, use your shopping credit, you don't even need a credit card. And this is something we don't talk enough about, by the way, guys. You're so used to it, so you kind of don't pay attention to it anymore. It's like your mail comes to your door, so you don't realize how good it is till you go to some of these islands where you have to actually go to the post office and get your mail. It's like having 24 hours a day electricity. You don't think about it till you go to some of these countries where all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, the air conditioning goes off because electricity goes off. They said, damn, it's nice to go back where we have electricity all the time. There are things in this company just doesn't exist in the world, like the shopping credit system, where you and your team, over 85% of your orders are not done through credit cards, it's done through shopping credit system, where you didn't actually need a credit card. You just went, that's the order, use your shopping credit, pay the shipping, and boom, done. This stuff doesn't happen in any other company in the world. This is the Opulence exclusive system we've had for 18 years. So we've done something a little special here, and I need you guys to become very serious about 30 use cases, right? Put it somewhere, frame it, put it somewhere, video it, show it, talk about it, do live about it. Start a culture of the 30 use cases. If your people are buying the toothpaste somewhere else, they're hurting their family, they're hurting their business because buying the toothpaste somewhere else doesn't qualify for a check, right? Here, when you buy it, it's PV. They're not supporting their mall. They're starting a wrong culture. It's just one decision. It does so many negative things. Completely wrong duplication through the whole downline, which costs you PV, CV, costs you a paycheck. They're hurting their families. Of course, you're not supporting the company that's trying to shield its community from the 16 predictions. There are so many reasons why, beyond the paycheck now, why we need to focus on the 30 use cases. The 30 use cases should be a daily live videos conversation with everybody. Ask people straight up, from the 30 use cases, how many of them are you doing right now? Are you doing maybe 5 of them? Why do the other 25 somewhere else? Doesn't make any sense. It's costly. Doing the 25 use cases somewhere else with other people's products, non-Opulence related, do they qualify for a check? No. Give you a business? No. Give you better products? No. You think you saved a few bucks because of not the good products, but it really didn't, because that didn't give you a business, didn't give you independence, didn't give you a community. If anything, it probably cost you a fortune, because if you're in this business, you got them for a reason. You got in here so you can make money, or maybe get wealthy, or get retire. Taking that money, investing it into the products in the grocery store doesn't do that. You wasted your money. In fact, we show for us saying anything of the 30 use cases you spend in the store, you wasted your money because it's not PV. Quality aside, it's not PV. What type of duplication is that? If you're not using the 30, if you're not doing the 30 use cases, you're not talking about it, and your people aren't doing it, that's costing you a fortune. So the few bucks you saved at the grocery store for inferior products cost you a fortune, because that duplication is now happening to your organization. They're not doing the 30 use cases. And how much money is that you just lost? So what you want to do, guys, is understand the magnitude of one decision. And I made it simple for you. 30 use cases. Go through it. Check mark. How many of them are you doing? And if you're missing one, correct it immediately. And when you start doing that, you start talking about doing live about it, then the culture changes, right? And that's when you see your checks skyrocket. Remember what I told you, the difference is dependence versus independence. Independence is when you rely on your mall. Dependence is where you rely on other people's malls. So that's what this was all about, not political stuff. We've given you everything you need to create independence. And of course, put all under the umbrella of, we need to also do this to support the company that's doing all of this for us, for our independence. All right, guys, get the message out.
So now you see the type of conversation that happens in the Telegram group, the famous Telegram group. Do you want to be part of that? You want to be part of that? This is the type of conversation we have. If you're in Newcon, Charlene, I see you. Listen, you need to do what you need to do to be part of that. You lead that country. You lead that country. Ken Henry, let's go. Start some meetings. Show me that you're running that market. We get you part of that. There's a lot of serious things that goes on. John and Sherry, they're already in that group. Roland's in that group. Reza, Renee, look at the crowd. Right? This is not MLM talk. This is serious stuff. This is way beyond that. This is life talk. This is freedom talk. This is future talk. This is planning, mapping talk. This is awakening talk. So, Roland, leading a country. She's there. Good for you. Good for you. Scald, shop your mall. I know I'm not going to get to my notes. That's another week, but let me do something here. Let me see if I can share my screen, and then we're gonna go here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
All
I
right.
can see it. Yeah.
This is the 30 use cases. It's a poster. It's in your back office. You should print that into cards. I think we may have them, order them. This is your checkup from the neck up every single day. You use this every single day. Your family uses this every single day. Outside food, you're doing this. You wake up, brush your teeth. Your kids do the same. Use mouthwash, right? You need, well, the mouth spray is coming, but use a shampoo. Now, our shampoo is one product that does two jobs, shampoo and body wash. It's a soap, all in one, safe. You use it already, except you bought it from someone else's mall. Did I get you PV? Did I get you check? Did I get you hope? Did I get you business? No, you didn't. You had to buy all this stuff outside. You still had to do your 150 shopping cart or 250 to spend on a couple of products. Why? 30 use cases. You can use our products to do shaving. We have best conditioner. You can use our products for aftershave. I haven't used an alcoholic aftershave in 5 years. So many products you can use. Anti-aging skincare line. Hand and body moisturizer. You all use that. Deodorant. Use your FOL. The best deodorant you can find. You can use all your microsilver products as a deodorant. Of course, you need a health product. Antioxidants. We got to take care of the heart, the body. After what just happened last few years with the jab, everybody needs to recover from that. Health supplements, you need it. Wound healing cream. How many testimonies you see before and after pictures? And people who are hurt in many different ways. And what's happening to them through rubbing FOL on it or using the microsilver products. Antibacterial ointment. We have many products with microsilver or FOL that could accomplish that. You have this stuff at home. Microbe cleansing spray. You're using polysanitizers or maybe Lysol or something. On a plane, I would never leave without the spray. All of you got something on, earrings, rings. I mean, hey, if you're married, you got some type of exchange rings, right? I mean, bracelets, necklace, watches. Your closet is full of that stuff. And now in Canada, we have 27 gifting occasions. In your country, you got that or more. But you have to buy a gift for somebody, spouse, Valentine's, Mother's Day. Mother's Day is the biggest gifting day in the world. You're doing it already. Are you using someone else's mall or your own mall? Optical glasses. I love it when I go places that people got their fairy optical on, and you know what? They keep it forever because it's such great quality. They keep it forever, and it's gorgeous. Purses, briefcases, belts, wallets. Listen, you have all of this stuff already. The question is, did you buy it from your mall or did you buy it from someone else's mall? And why? Did that get you a check? Did that get you a business? Did that get you PV? Why? It's called Shop Your Mall. 30 use cases. If you shop in your mall, you have independence, that's what number one. I think the number one thing human beings look for is freedom, independence, freedom. That's what this does. If you're buying someone else's product that we don't manufacture, that's being dependent on someone else. How do you want that? So when you start using everything, you got to ask yourself, am I at the 30 yet? You got to be shooting for 30 and get everybody in your team to do 30. If they're doing 28, well, tell me why, unless I have a compelling reason. Tell me why you're not at 30. Why is it that if you make this yourself, it's available in your own mall, you can buy the best quality at a major discount when no other designer in the world allows. There are no designers that allow discounts. You can't become a member of Louis Vuitton. So you're getting everything here at a major discount and with the best warranties in the world. Most importantly, is allowing you to have a business for free because you use your shopping credits to order this stuff. And when you buy your shopping credits, you buy the products, it qualifies you for a check. So you did the 30 use cases before Opulence. You've been doing these 30 use cases anyways. You're just buying it from someone else's store, right, mall? Did that get you business? That qualify you for a check? They give you hope? They give you a community? They give you the training? Did it give you anything? Did it give you an option from the 16 predictions? It didn't. It will never. There's nobody else that does that. We do this. Other MLMs can't do that. They make few products in one vertical. We have multiple verticals. And by the way, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. You'll see what else is coming. You see what else is coming. I'm adamant, as long as I'm running this company, I'm going to keep adding use cases. I don't want you to look at any other mall. I want you to look at your Opulence mall for everything. There's a pandemic and lockdown, you don't feel it. You don't care about it. You know what it's called? Freedom. Here's a good prospecting sheet, isn't it? You can give this in meetings to prospects. Do you use these 30 use cases? They're going to check mark everything, right? Everything. Are you getting paid for using these products right now? No, they're not. They're just buying it. Would you like to know how Opulence pays you for using and recommending these products? Here's a link. Come to the meeting, webinar tonight. Let's meet tomorrow at coffee shop. It is so unbelievably clear. The Opulence pitch is the strongest pitch in the world. Because it's cost transition. It's, that the 30 use cases, it's cost transition. It's whatever they're doing. You're asking them not to do it from that mall and go to this luxury e-commerce mall called Opulence, where we drop ship, not just for them, we drop ship for their family and friends worldwide. If you went to a store, you bought something, and your cousin somewhere else said, hey, I like it, how can I get it? You actually have to go to that store where you got it, buy it, put it in a box, and ship it to them. Right? Not here. If you're in the Caribbean, you know somebody in Africa, hey, I want to try that product. No problem. Here's a link. We'll drop ship it for you. 204 countries and territories. Hey, I want to try the shampoo with my scalp. I need some help with my scalp. You got to try the Essential. You got to try the Captain. How do I get it? It smells amazing. Don't worry. Here's a link. We'll drop ship it for you. They pay us, we pay you. I mean, who does that? You need to explore your Opulence business. Remember, 30 years ago, actually not 30, but 1989. So 24 years ago, I wrote a book called A Forensic Networker. And then we said MLM is the last bastion of free enterprise. Last bastion of free enterprise, 24 years ago. I just upgraded it during the pandemic. It's no longer just the last bastion of free enterprise where an average person can do something incredible. Now it's the last bastion of freedom. And we proved that during the pandemic. When everybody was locked out, we didn't. You weren't. It's the last bastion of freedom. With the 16 predictions, Agenda 2030, and all the stuff that's coming to the neighborhood near you. And all of it is designed to take away your freedoms and put you, the walls are closing. We're giving you international opportunity where you can buy and sell anywhere and get paid anywhere. Where you can help 7 billion people to escape that. This is so much bigger. Which other MLM company can have a call like this? Just think about it for a minute. Which other MLM company can do a call like this to their people and talk about freedom, international, and get paid anywhere, buy anywhere, sell anywhere, all 30 use cases? Which other MLM company can say that? Doesn't exist. So with that, I'll give you a couple of minutes to look at this list. You don't have to tell me. If you want to share, you're welcome to share. We appreciate that. If you don't have to, though. There's 30 use cases there. How many of them are you? Have you satisfied? How many of them have you utilized your own mall? How many check marks would you get? If it's anything less than 30, you got work to do. You got work to do. If you're not supporting your own mall, if you're not supporting your own company, that doesn't make any sense. But here's the worst part. If you don't have 30 check marks, you're not talking to your team about this either, because you're not doing it. They're not getting 30 check marks. Well, they're not doing their justice to their family members. It's not a safe home revolution. You're not helping them. Of course, you're not helping you because you're missing. Instead of you getting the PV on those amazing products, some mall somewhere in some country took the profit, as opposed to you getting it because you have it, you recommended it, as opposed to you getting it. Maybe Amazon took it. Maybe local stores took it. For products that are hurting people. So I'm adamant about bringing the message of opulence to everybody. It's called cost transition. I don't know where you buy your stuff from, neighbor. I'm going to show you where you should get it and give you the reasons why you should get it from here. Make an appointment. Take him through it. No stores would allow them 37% discount on the products. We got all kinds of free rewards. The VIP's got amazing rewards there. We keep on adding new stuff. Where else are you going to find a toothpaste without fluoride? I mean, people putting the stuff in there. Like there was a new documentary that came out, I think I told you guys last week. Before we talked about what it's doing to the kids. Now we know what it's doing to the people, to everybody. Obviously, if you're doing it to the kids, you're doing it to everybody. It's unbelievable what fluoride is doing to our brains, is doing to our hearts, what it's doing to our bodies. You're gonna probably use it tonight. If you don't have ours, you're using that fluoride tonight. Your kids are using it. So 30 use cases. So we got the 16 predictions. We know where it's going. Get that poster. Get that poster. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it there, 216 predictions. Those are things that are coming. It's going to scare you to death because they've announced it. Right? It's not according to Ramin. They've announced it. You just have to know where to get the information. Then you guys, okay. I did a video on this thing. It's called Surviving the Great Reset. It's on the Forensic Networker channel. Just go there. Take it, listen to it, share it, like, comment, all that stuff. You're going to feel a lot better. Then you got to get, it's like, you know, you're sitting in a S600 Mercedes with a book in the glove compartment that's over 600 pages, you know, and you're driving it like it's a tuk-tuk scooter because you never actually took the time to see what options it has. This company brings a lot of attributes you're not using yet. But soon you'll be forced to use it because of the Great Reset and the 16 predictions. Good news is it's all there. Don't have to wait till that time. Start now because it takes time to build up some of these things that we have. So this way you can, if this stuff comes to the neighborhood near you, take it and go. Nothing changes for you. You still get your products from us. You still get your paycheck every Tuesday. You still have access to these calls. Your customers are still served. Nothing changes for you. Incredible, incredible. Very proud of this company. Very, very proud of this company. Okay. So I think this is, like I said, we are not getting to my notes today, but we'll do that another time.